All right, what is up, guys? We got another video coming to you today. It is the 1st of July. Happy 1st of the month. Today, we're going to be talking about the 10 things you do not need to sacrifice to win. 10 things you do not need to sacrifice to win. I got the protein shake. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. All right, 10 things you do not need to sacrifice to win. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Number one, your soul. Now, this is probably, you're probably thinking like, yeah, of course, right? Like, you've probably heard famous people have sold their soul to get rich. Whether your goal is to get rich or not, I'm letting you know right now, you do not need to sacrifice your soul to get rich or to win, excuse me. You do not need to sacrifice your soul to win. Whatever winning is to you, whatever outcome you're looking for and you're fighting for, you don't need to sacrifice your soul to get to it. All right, number two, your morals. All right, you don't need to do anything crazy to win. You don't need to show more skin or talk crazy, or you don't need to sacrifice your morals and your beliefs and your core values to win. All right, that's not necessary to get to the goal. It's just not. All right, number three is your beliefs. Now, you don't need to sacrifice your beliefs. And when I say beliefs, I mean beliefs in anything, right? Religion, politics, music, sports, like literally anything. You don't need to sacrifice your beliefs. You don't need to change your beliefs. You don't need to speak up about your beliefs. Like your beliefs, whatever it is that you believe in, shouldn't even interfere with your business other than whatever your core values are. Whatever your core values is for you and your core values for your business, that really shouldn't have anything to do with your beliefs other than maybe just believing in God. But God is universal, right? You can believe in God, you can believe in a higher power, you can believe in God is universal. Okay, and that could be controversial, I guess, but just know that you don't need to sacrifice your beliefs to win. You don't need to change your beliefs to win. You just need to stay the same person, be consistent, and you'll win 100%. All right, number four, you do not need to sacrifice your faith. So again, talking about God and religion, you don't need to sacrifice your faith. If you're big into faith, if you're big into your belief in God and your belief in a higher power, you don't need to sacrifice that. You don't need to change that. You don't need to try and hide that you are a strong believer in faith. Okay, you don't need to sacrifice it. You can be a big believer. Um, Something that comes to mind is Chris Pratt when he was winning an award, and he gets up there in front of all these people who, their beliefs probably were sacrificed. There's conspiracies and rumors, right? And he gets up there and he's talking about God, and he's talking about believing in yourself and believing in your faith. And so, I love that. You don't need to sacrifice your beliefs. You don't need to sacrifice your faith. All right, number five, you don't need to sacrifice your family to win. And so, you know, it's one thing to work really hard and, kind of cut back on family time during the week, because you know that you'll get to that goal one day where you'll literally be with your family whenever you want to. You'll create your own schedule. You'll be making, passive income, or you'll be making such a difference with whatever your product is or whatever your business is or whatever your goal is, that you'll have so much more freedom and so much more free time and so much more time for family. So you definitely don't need to sacrifice your family to win. You know, you definitely, and I'm really talking about the people that love and support you, not the family members that don't. Because you do need to learn to distance yourself from the family members that are not loving you and supporting you with whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. But for the family members that are loving and supporting you, you can, you know, clock in, clock out, and then, have your Saturday, part of your Saturday and all of your Sunday with them, and just know that if you continue to work hard, in the future, when you've achieved everything you wanted to, you'll have even more time with them, and so it'll pay off. And so just know that you don't need to sacrifice your family to win. And there's other meanings to that, but I'm sure you can figure it out for yourself, right? There's You definitely don't need to sacrifice your family to win. All right, number six, you don't need to sacrifice your fitness to win, right? You don't need to sacrifice your health. A lot of people, they're clocking in, they're clocking out, they're spending all day at work. They're not prioritizing health, they're not prioritizing exercise and nutrition, and they get carried away with stress and weight, and it's just not good. And so you need to make time, in your day and in your week, and you need to make it a habit and a routine to do something, exercise, move. If you're sitting in a chair all day on the computer or making calls, you need to find at least 15 minutes, but preferably 30, 45, or an hour plus to do some cardio, do some abs, do some weight training, do something every day, because you definitely do not need to sacrifice your fitness, and you definitely don't want to sacrifice your fitness and your health, because you're going to work so hard and you're going to be lacking on your health, and then you're finally going to win, and you're going to have all this free time to spend with your family and your loved ones, but your health is going to be so bad that God forbid you'll be in the hospital, and then you know you really need to prioritize your health. um yeah, I highly recommend that. Highly recommend that. Number seven, you do not need to sacrifice your finances. And so what I mean by this is you really don't need to put a whole lot of money into whatever it is that you want to do starting up. And there's the phrase, you got to spend money to make money. In 2024, 2025, whenever it is that you're watching this, you really don't have to spend a whole lot of money to make money. Really, just the necessities, as far as maybe computer, Wi-Fi, um, maybe a subscription for Zoom, you know. And then if you're in an organization, or if you're in a business where you need to have a license, maybe you have to pay for um, the license, to get licensed, or maybe you have to pay yearly to keep the license up, or maybe you have to pay for insurance on the license or something. But you really don't need to take loans out. This isn't something where you really need to sacrifice a whole lot of money. And of course, it depends on the business, but you should always try to scale down, or start from the bottom, and just scale up. Think about ways that you can really start your business today. Like, just think about, whether it doesn't matter how much money you have. Just think about not having any money, and you needed to start your business right now. This is what you need to do, is you need to start your business right now. What can you do that you already have access to? You're not spending any extra money, just whatever you have access to right now, to start helping people and start making money, and start getting to whatever your goal is. Okay. Number eight, all right, you do not need to sacrifice your fun. And so this ties into family here, you know, or loved ones or friends. You don't need to sacrifice your time with those people, or doing those things, whatever it is that you think is fun, whether it's working out, or playing kickball, or playing basketball, or playing video games. You just need to understand that the time that you're gonna have to do those things should be um, limited, or heavily scaled down to maybe the second half of Saturday, or all day Sunday. Having fun on those days, and really utilizing Monday through the first half of Saturday to really scale your business, and learn, and just always getting better every day. But you don't need to 100% sacrifice your fun to win. You definitely want to work hard, but you also want to have fun in life, because we're never promised tomorrow. So definitely work on yourself, work on your business, but have fun doing it, and then have fun outside of the business. 100%. All right, number 9, you do not need to sacrifice your integrity, right? So you don't need to, and I hope you're an honest person. I hope you're a person with integrity. And so, you don't need to sacrifice that. You don't need to become somebody that isn't honest and doesn't have integrity. You don't need to become somebody that does, bad deals or bad business, or that lies to customers or clientele, or you need uphold your integrity, and in return, you'll start getting referrals to your business. You'll start getting way more business if you just keep your integrity and keep doing good business. But the minute that you think you need to sacrifice your integrity, you may win, but I believe in karma, and I believe that if you sacrifice your integrity to win or try to win, it's not going to end good. It's definitely going to end bad. So integrity, your honesty, keeping your word, that's something that you definitely do not need to sacrifice to win. All right, wrapping it up here, we got number 10. You do not need to sacrifice your respect to win. And so, you don't need to be disrespected to win. You don't need to be mistreated, and this can be, talking about, you need to respect yourself. You need to be respected by, the people around you, and then you need to be respected by, your customers. And so if there ever comes a point where, you feel like, people aren't respecting you or anything, and they're kind of just bringing you along, and you are winning, right, but you're not getting any respect out of it, you know understand that you're probably doing something wrong, and most likely you're probably being misguided and misled. But understand that you need to respect others, and you need to respect yourself, and you should always demand respect, and just always be respectful, and again, always have integrity, and that's how you're going to go to the top. You want to get to the top, or you want to get to your goal, having integrity and having respect, and having your soul and your morals and your beliefs, everything intact. You want to be fulfilled. You don't want to reach the destination, and be missing people, or be missing things, or be missing parts of you. You want to get there in one piece. You want to get there whole. All right. And so don't ever feel like you need to sacrifice respect, all right, to get to wherever it is that you want to go. All right, so again, that was the 10 things you do not need to sacrifice to win. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below. It was good talking, and we'll see you next time.